Hello students, here we have to draw involute of a circle, and for that the problem statement is draw an involute profile of a circle of 30 mm diameter. So we initially draw one circle which has a diameter of 30. Just for that we just draw two axes. They are actually the vertical and horizontal intersecting axis that gives us the center point of circle. Okay, so we carry the radius in our compass equals to 15 mm. With 15 mm as a radius, we just place the center of compass with this intersecting point of that two axes, draw a circle. Yeah, so this is actually the step number one. We have to draw a circle with a diameter of 30 mm. Okay, after this we have to divide that circle into 12 equal parts. So we go for that. Carry the radius equals to distance, that is 15 mm, and with this horizontal axis do mark the 4 points over here by means of that arc on the left as well as on the right side of that circle. Similarly, on the vertical axis, put your center of that compass, and with the same radius as a distance just draw an arc. So this arc, by means of an arc method, we actually divide the circle into 12 equal parts. Now just join all that points by means of a line. So here you can see the circle is get divided into 12 equal parts. Now just give the naming to every point: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and the last point is to be, instead of giving as 12, we do name as P. Okay, now after having the circle and division of that circle into 12 equal parts, next we have to draw the tangent lines. Tangent line from every point, and that the lines are tangent to the circle. So we initially draw a tangent to the point P. So we just take a protector over here, just place the center of protector with point P and do mark that angle as 90 degree. We just repeat the same procedure for every point. We just place the protector on that point and do mark the angle as 90 degree. We just go for like this for every point. This is what the one method, by means of protector you do mark the angle 90 degree, and thus that gives you that tangent line. Or instead of that you can also use this set square. So by means of set square and by means of that mini drafter you can easily draw a tangent lines. That actually saves your time. Fine, so here we obtain all the points through which we have to draw the tangents to the circle passing through each point. So first of all, we go for the first tangent which is passing through the point P in the horizontal manner. Okay, similarly, next tangent to the circle passing through the point number 1. The same process you have to follow for every point. You have to just draw a tangent from every point, and finally it will look like this. There you have the tangents passing through the each point, and they are the tangent to the circle. Now we have to mark the distance which equal to the perimeter, because when we are going to unwound the thread, it comes on this horizontal line, and it distance is equal to the circumference of that respective circle, and it is actually pi d. So pi into 30 is gives us the that circumference, which is 94.25 mm for this respective circle. Now we do mark that distance on this horizontal line. So this is 90, and next four divisions 94.25. Yeah, so there we get the point P dash. So P to P dash is actually the distance of the circumference. If we are going to unwound that thread, then it measures to be 94.25. Now we have to divide this distance into 12 equal parts. For this you have to draw one inclined line at any angle passing to the point P, and further on keep any distance in your compass. You may take any random distance as 5, 10, whatever it may be. Carry the same distance and do mark the arcs, they are actually 12 arcs that you have to mark on that inclined line. So this is actually the step that we are doing just to divide the distance p to p dash into 12 equal parts. So this is actually the dividation of that inclined line. Now the last point we have to join with the point p dash. So we just connect that end point with the point p dash. Yeah. So after this, we have to draw the parallel lines with this line passing through each point. So we go for that. So to draw the parallel lines, we can use the ruler scale. Yeah, with the help of scale, it is also possible. So just by drawing that parallel lines, you are simply going to divide the distance p dash into 12 equal parts. So do remember this method. It is actually used to divide a line into the number of equal parts. Fine. So here we have obtained the line p dash divided into 12 equal parts. We give the naming for that points starting from 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, and the last 12 dash itself on the point p dash. Okay, now after this we have to draw an involute. Just for that, initially carry the distance in your compass that's equal to p1 dash from that horizontal line, p1 dash as a distance, and with 1 as a center of that circle, with 1 as a center, you have to draw an arc because we have to unwound that thread from the circle. So just take the distance equals to p1 dash, and with p as a center we have to uh, with 1 as a center actually we have to draw the first arc. So p1 dash as a distance and with 1 as a center, draw an arc. It will intersect with the tangent which is passing through the point 1. That the intersection point is to be named as point p1. So here you are actually having that arc. Okay, now similarly carry the distance equals to p to 2 dash, and with 2 as a center, draw the next arc. It will intersect with the tangent of that point 2. The point, that intersecting point is named as point p2. Similarly carry the distance p to 3 dash, with 3 as a center, go for the third arc. It will intersect with the tangent passing through the point 3, and that intersection point is to be named as p3. The same procedure you have to follow to draw that arcs. We just go ahead, take the distance equals to p to 4 dash, with 4 as a center, draw an arc. It will intersect with the line which is passing through the point number 4, that is actually a tangent to that circle, and that intersecting point is named as p4. Similarly take the distance equals to p to 5 dash, with 5 as a center, draw an arc. It will intersect further with the tangent which is passing through the point 5, and the name of the intersection will be your p5. Similarly carry the distance p to 6 dash, draw the next arc to get the point p6. Yeah, the same process you have to follow to draw an involute for the rest of the points. So we just complete over here the portion of that involute, and the last point over here, p to 11 dash as a distance and 11 as a center, draw an arc. So it gives you an involute. So you can see over here how your involute of a circle look like when that thread is get it unwound from point 1, from point p to that point 11. Just give the naming for every intersecting point, p11 and the last p12 itself on the point p dash. So here you can see it's actually an involute profile. Do naming for that core by means of that arrowhead as involute. Okay, now we can also show the dimension which equals to the that circumference from P to P dash by means of dimension line. So show the closed arrowheads over here at two extreme end. The distance is pi d, which equals to 94.25. And we can also show the diameter of the circle, which is 30 mm, that is already given in the statement. So by means of that leader line, we can show the diameter of circle as 30 mm. So here you are getting a complete solution for the given problem statement, that is an involute profile of a circle. Thank you.